Stephen A. Smith has responded on his own podcast. We've already reacted to him responding in the first segment of First Take. Stephen A. Smith has now spent the block and emptied the clip on LeBron James again.
Brian Windhorst has been covering LeBron James the way that LeBron James raves about the game being covered since LeBron James was in junior high school.
Junior high.
Who did LeBron James go on national television and call weird? Who did he denigrate yesterday? That would be Brian Windhorst.
LeBron James, y'all gonna learn. And if you don't learn, you're gonna continue to see before you learn, because it's typically how it goes sometimes. And for LeBron James to go on Pat McAfee's show and do Brian Windhorst like this, I don't even like Brian Windhorst. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like sometimes he's annoying. I feel like he would meat ride LeBron James so much I kind of don't even feel bad for his ass. But at the same time, I gotta be real, right? I gotta be real as a man. No matter how much you may dislike a person, but because of what they're saying as of now, you can never discredit or discount what they did for you back then. And yes, Brian Windhorst has become successful through the grace of covering LeBron James. There is no lie. But at the same time, he also made LeBron James just as important, just as impactful by overly boasting about LeBron James, ballooning his highlights, inflating a lot of these given stats. Brian Windhorst went out his way to echo a lot of that shit. That's the truth. And LeBron James goes on Pat McAfee trying to fit in. Like, I never seen a superstar that tried to fit in so much. And I think that's one reason a lot of fans reject LeBron James. Because LeBron James he doesn't come off as authentic. He doesn't come off as real. He doesn't come off as a guy that has the it factor. Like, he doesn't come off like a natural asshole. Kobe Bean Bryant, Michael Jordan, they were natural assholes. Like, you can resonate with a guy like that. Like, you know, either I'm like that or I had a teammate like that. One thing you will never resonate with or respect is a guy that's passive aggressive, that will never truly tell you how he really feels, that'll go behind your back and get you traded. You will never respect that. In fact, you can probably reminisce on a lot of guys like that who got their ass whooped in the locker room. If you play sports, you guys know I'm not lying. But for LeBron James to go on a Pat McAfee show and shit on Brian Windhorst, I feel like it was a sucker move. I feel like it was lame. I feel like LeBron James was just trying his damnness to fit in, try to be like, hey, I'm a guy. Let me roast this guy. Brian Windhorst talking about he's my best friend. Some weird shit like that. Like, what? Are you that dead serious about yourself, LeBron James, to where you want to act like that? You're not going to remember all the good that came with Brian Windhorst just because things don't go your way and because your son isn't good in the National Basketball Association and because he's not this NBA player you told us about, or rather that you lied about. You would really go on someone else's podcast, a huge platform Pat McAfee has, and pretty much do a guy like this. It's insane.
This man talks about drama, but the man has a production company that tries to produce drama. He himself has produced drama. When he was in Boston and he decided to depart from the Cleveland Cavaliers, remember how he pulled off his jersey as he was walking away because that was going to create the headlines like this is it for LeBron James? When he sat down with Jim Gray, wasn't that a production?
And this is why most people crown LeBron James as one of the most interesting people in sports, because everything that LeBron James does is always a narrative. Trust me, it's always something more to it. That's why Skip Bayless often refers to him as the Aaron Rodgers of the NBA, because it's just, this guy is important. At the same time, he's kind of a pain in the ass. LeBron James' whole career, a lot of people have said this often. To me, I feel like it's always been staged. Kwame Brown said it best: stars are not born, they are created. Seriously, think about it. If Anthony Edwards or John Morant or Zion Williamson cleaned up their act, right, and they had the opportunity to be the face of the league, and they took the necessary steps in the blueprint that LeBron James has done with keeping his resume for the most part 90% clean, then that will be a star created, right? LeBron James obviously has a great team around him. People have kept him level-headed, and this guy understood the assignment. And at the same time, he was chasing something bigger than basketball, and that was Michael Jordan. But at the end of the day, like I just said in my previous statement, nothing about LeBron James is authentic. Nothing. That's why a lot of people don't resonate with him. It doesn't come off like this is a guy I can relate to. I'm sorry. It's always cheesy. You see him. And why does LeBron James wear a do-rag everywhere? What waves do you have, LeBron James? Don't you understand that part of hair loss is, one, due to PEDs? Due to PEDs. Two, if you always have a cap or something over your head and you're doing that much sweating, you're going to cause too much moisture and it's going to cause your hair follicles to fade out. So why is he always wearing a do-rag? But let me stop being nitpicky here, because I think we all know why LeBron James is bald. But let's keep going.
Am I missing something? When Bronny James entered the game as a Los Angeles Laker to open the season,
staged.
Was that not promoted? See, the point is, he wants to have it both ways.
Both ways.
This is what he does.
What he
So
does.
in other words, when we sit here, as I said, give me my ticker if we have it. Great father, great husband, great philanthropist, great director, great producer, great businessman, great husband, great everything. We've said all of these things. All he hears are the points that he don't want to hear. Because that's what he's sensitive to. But the good stuff that we say about him, which by the way is at least 95% of the time, it don't mean anything to him because we don't mean anything to him.
And I'm finally glad that Stephen A. Smith said the quiet part out loud. I'm glad that it took 22 years for them to realize this. Hello, LeBron James has always been a person that never gave a damn. He don't give a damn about Dwayne Wade. He don't give a damn about Russell Westbrook. Right? Carmelo Anthony, his homeboy, let him sit out the league for years. As soon as Carmelo get with the Trailblazers and plays for OKC, he wants Carmelo Anthony because he saw that Carmelo Anthony still had something in the tank and that he could use Carmelo Anthony, which is why I feel like it's a little bit of a rocky relationship between Dwayne Wade, Carmelo Anthony, and LeBron James. And I think that Dwayne Wade and Melo are still more close than LeBron James is with both of them. LeBron James has always been a selfish person, always been a selfish person. And guys, I think it's safe to say that this may be the fall of LeBron James being taken down by the media, because when Jordan went out, obviously I was much younger. I just don't remember the world having this much access to mainstream media simply because social media was not around. But now that social media is around and people can honestly look inside of a person's life, people are going to be more quick to judge you for who you are and what they see, because we didn't see everything with Kobe and MJ, which in a way helped them remain great. But because LeBron James has to post his workouts, has to post him singing lyrics and mismouthing the lyrics because he really doesn't even fucking know the song. And it's just more sleazy ass cornball material to me than anything. I feel like he's turning off a lot of his audience. And Stephen A. Smith is here to continue. I'm telling you, LeBron James has certainly messed up because he went to Pat McAfee's show, who is a rival / enemy to Stephen A. Smith. And you danced on Stephen A. Smith. Oh, no. Stephen A. Smith is going to keep this personal for the rest of their days. Trust me. And LeBron James doesn't strike me as a person that's going to call Stephen A. Smith up and squash it, because he wouldn't have confronted him on the court if he would. So you guys let me know what y'all think about Stephen A. Smith and all of the points that he just stated on First Take. I know it's probably been a lot of LeBron James content I've been pushing out lately, but guys, it's so much to this story. I have to break it up in segments, and I don't want to make these videos too long. But if you found any value to this video, I ask that you subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you are someone who watch my videos, hit that subscribe button and also hit that notification bell so you guys can be the first ones notified whenever I drop my content. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.